Hey, this is Mark Washington from MTC Media. One of the big things you always hear in the NBA is about assets. And my goodness, New Orleans Pelicans, the Utah Jazz, and Oklahoma City Thunder, they all have a lot of assets. But let me tell you this too. Assets have never won an NBA title. And that's what their fan base is going to expect. You have bought time with all these trades, and trust me, and I'm getting all these unprotected picks, so on and so forth. But at some point, David Griffin, Danny Ainge, and Sam Presti must leverage those assets into NBA Finals appearance, which means they have to level them up into getting veterans, which is easier said than done. With the new CBA tightening spending, teams will be operating under a different ethos. So now all of a sudden, maybe I'm not making that move because I do know that it's too far out, or have an owner that wants to chart a different path under the new rules, so on and so forth. So youth isn't going to win a title in the NBA. The NBA is so deep now. You can't be like the Houston Rockets, have all these young guys and keep telling your fan base that, one day they'll get older. That's just not how this league works. NFL sells hope. And so when you talk about draft picks, and that's why the NFL draft is just so popular, because it sells hopes. And a lot of times those hopes are nothing more than really disingenuous, because it's not going to add up. But they have made their core fan base think that does add up into it. And in the NBA, people know it's different. People know that bad front offices don't win titles. So at some point, the Pelicans, the Jazz, and the Thunder are going to have to cash in on all these assets that they've sold their fan base on. Because if you don't, and they feel like they've been taken, the one thing the NBA fan will do, especially in your hometown, they'll just take a little bit of break and use their assets somewhere else. It's Mark Washington, MTC Media.